everyone, my name is Toxis, and today in this studio we will be going through how to make a full dubstep drop, not in any particular style, but just how to do a simple one. A few people asked me to do this tutorial, so I thought I'd do it. I'm not going to take too long today, maybe 20 minutes at max. We're just going to kind of go through this. I'll skip over a few parts that are not too interesting, but what we're going to cover today is drums, backgrounds, and bass in the drop. Yeah, so let's get started. First, we're going to want to go into our library, and I'm going to choose a few kicks and snares. I'm going to go into my Vengeance Dubstep to get my Vengeance Dubstep samples to get a good kick. I like that kick. So we're just going to drag it into our project. And we're going to find a snare now. And I'm actually going to go into my Black Octopus samples for that. I like that snare. Alright, now we're going to go into our project. We're going to change the tempo to 140 because that's the typical dubstep tempo. We're going to drag our snare out to halfway through the measure. And now we've got a nice dubstep drum loop going there. Let me just check my sound settings real quick. It feels like it's coming too much through the right speaker. Oh, never mind. Must just be my imagination. Now we are going to just copy this phrase. And now we're going to change this up a little bit. What I'm actually going to do here, I'm going to do a little kick run. A little run up here of just kicks, just placed like that. That's a little too slow. I'm just going to drag this out a little closer. I'm going to do every phrase sort of like that. Not exactly even, but that doesn't really matter. And we're just going to go into our volume automation. We're going to go from negative infinity decibels to 0 decibels. We're going to want to delete this last kick here. And just drag this one out because we don't want it too close to the snare. I don't know, we're just going to cut that off right about there. Not? I don't know. Let's just see. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, here's what we have so far. That's a nice little drum loop right there. We're just going to copy that over. And we got a nice little drum run going there. We're going to now add some hats, as I usually do. Just adjusting my workspace a little, sorry. I'm going to go back into my samples. I'm just going to do hat. Find a good hat. And now what we're going to do, I think that hat's a little off actually. Or not. Yeah, and we're just going to go back into our Black Octopus samples and we're just going to go ride because the first ride here is really good. Love that ride. Second one's not so great, but first one's really good. So drag that up. I'm just going to put that every beat. Alright, there we go. There we go. That sounds good. Of course, lower your ride in volume so that it doesn't clash with the other drums. That sounds really nice. Alright, so now that we have our drums, I'm just going to group the kick and snare together. And call this kick 1, kick 2, and snare. And then we're going to group these hats together. The top. We're going to call this hat. We're going to call this ride. We're just going to call this top and this kick and snare. Alright, there we go. Now we can edit these groups together. Alright, close these up. And now we're going to want to work on our first piece. So I'm going to open up Massive. Which is going to be our first synth here. And I'm going to sort of make a small style copy of what I made in my last video, which was the virtual riot style bass. First one is the gentle speech. Second one is the dirty throat. And the third one is sonic. This goes about there. This goes about there. This goes there. There. Ooh, why can't I speak? There, there. Doom, doom. And then this stays same phase on ones up to like there. Feedback up a little bit. Filter 1 on double notch, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was double notch, and then up, and it doesn't really matter. It'll still sound pretty good. Yeah, next I can filter, add a Bronner tube. Oh, cut off, I forgot to mess with this. Cut off about there, resonance about there. None here, EQ. Boost over frequency about there. Shelf boost, shelf boost. 5 LFO all the way up, sync on 4. Drag this up to here. Drag this up to here. That's about, I think that's all the way. Drag this here, also, I think it's about halfway like that. Drag this here, I think that's also. Oh, and this is on bed minus. And then on frequency. And then restart via gate. Up 12. Down 12. Yeah, and that's basically all we need. We're going to want to turn this level all the way up. Maybe, maybe not. That sounds better with the other way. And now we're going to EQ it, grab our filtered Pro Q2, or you can just use Logic X's built-in EQ plugin, which is not as good, but it still gets the job done. We're going to want to cut some frequencies here. It's just annoying. Up the Q. Add some boost here a little, because we want that nice crunchy sound. And boost in this muddy area. And then we're going to add a camel crusher for distortion. We're just going to turn the compressor down. Yep. I'm just going to add a Logic EQ because this is a little bit more powerful of an EQ. And just cut a little bit in some places. up at about 200. And I'm gonna add a little bit of modulation on the cutoff. Boom. Oh, I forgot to drive back here. That sounds good. Alright. I think our first hit should be longer, so I'm just gonna up this or down this to 2. Or a 1 maybe. So. Yeah, that sounds good. And I'm just gonna cut, right, pull this up a little. Where's our note? Where is our note? Oh, it didn't even record. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut right here. And I'm going to quantize, and again, cut right here just to make sure. Oops. Turn that up. And we're just going to make sure that our pitch bend. Where's our pitch bend? Oh, nope. Nope. Pitch bend goes all the way down to 0 at the end. Just gonna edit these last few, just pull them down a little bit. Oops. Yeah, just kind of do that. Pull this down to 0 right about at the last beat right there. Yep. Now we're going to want to add a, I use the Plugin Alliance BX Solo. You can use the Logic X stereo spread, but I use this because it works really well for spreading. I'm going to turn up the stereo width. Yeah, that sounds good. See if you can hear the difference if you just solo it. That's definitely wider. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to add a sub bass. So just take all these effects off. Take off this solo. I need to put this back on. Why did I leave it off? Take this off and add a Virtual Riot sub bass or any sub bass. This is the one I choose to use because it sounds the best. Oh, and of course make sure there is oscillation up 12 and also down 12 for that pitch bend. So now you're just going to, I group the sub bass and the bass together. Some people just group all the sub basses and all the basses together. You can really use either. That sounds good. You can turn the volume of this down. I don't know why I boosted it so much. Turn out the case. Turn down the sub bass. And now you're going to want to add a sidechain, of course, which always ties everything together fairly well. Pull this back. Yeah, I like that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add some more sounds. I'm just going to add a preset sound now so that we don't have to waste more time finding another bass. I'm going to add this lead that I always edit. something like that. We'll just, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into reset via gate, turn the voicing down to 1, so we can have that vibrato. Turn it up. That sounds good. So I'm just going to record something. And those are just going to be our basic notes that we're going to want to use, and we're just going to quantize it and change it up. So what we're going to want to do, since we've kind of changed our bass note now, we want to change it to G. Yeah, we've changed our bass to the G. Yeah, that sounds good. And now we're just going to add some vibrato onto the end there. Kind of build it up. We're going to want to up the stereo spread on this bass note here. Some things are not working out here. We're just gonna have to fool with the volume because this mix sounds poor. This bass. Oh, I'm gonna add a sidechain here. Dubstep sidechain. I'm just gonna add a sub bass to this, and we're gonna take this down, of course, because it's way too high. Now we're just gonna make this way low so that the frequency is pretty inaudible, but the bass is still there. Yeah. So now what we want to do is we're going to want to EQ our drums to fit in with this mix, because this kick is just not working here. So I'm going to add a fab filter here. Just going to edit these frequencies. Yeah, that sounds about good. And now we're going to want to add compression, of course. Now this bass is way too loud. let's add some white noise to this, because white noise fills up space. I'm actually going to do bright noise, because that sounds better. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, now we're gonna wanna do this snare. We're gonna EQ it and fix it up. So I'm gonna do the same thing as the kick. I'm gonna add a EQ. Yeah, that sounds good. And also, I'm going to just grab all of these snares, this one, and all the ones that are the same length. Doubly down the same length. Just grab all of those, and I'm going to shorten them up to about there. And I'm going to grab all these that are the same length, and I'm shorten them up to about there. And yeah. Or maybe not, you know, it's good. I don't need to, I mean, this is just a kind of simple tutorial. I need to add my own tail, so. And add compression, I forgot about that. I like that. All right. Yep, now we just have to work some magic on this. I'm going to EQ this as a bass. Just some boosting. Yep, now we're gonna work on this synth. I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna add Isotope's Trash for distortion because I feel that works better on screech synths. That one I like the best. I'm just gonna pause for a second. Alright, we're back, and we have been going for quite a while now. I just took a long break if you look at the time, but we will get back to this now. So this is where we were. We're going to add another bass right in there. We're just going to group these together. We're going to call this growl. We're going to close this and call this screech. And this should definitely be out more because we should be able to see kick and snare. Alright. And so what we're going to probably do is I'm just going to grab another instance of this, just duplicate it, and... Ooh, what did I do? I did something with... There's something going on with my fab filter, it says. I'm just gonna save as dubstep bass. I'm just gonna close out of this because it's being weird for some reason. Open up a new instance. Yeah, there we go. Unless there's... Yeah, it's not doing anything on my kick. Why are you so large? There we go. And what we're gonna do is we're going to drag this over to the 5. Oh yeah, we have another instance of this. We're just gonna fold around with that in just a second. I'm going to just drag all this. We're going to delete all of it. We're going to delete all of this. And then... Okay, this is 0. This is going to be... That's too low. I don't know why I changed it. Yeah, sounds good. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna bring this down octaves. And what I'm gonna do is just and change the waveform. No. And I'm going to add some modulation here. So open that up, go into massive, and then go to macro 1 where we have our modulation. Try this out, and I'm just going to go from this all the way down. And now I'm just going to do another sub bass, bring this down there. And now I'm going to do another growl. So this is going to be growl. Oh my god. Growl 1. Now we're going to do a growl 2. It's going to be right under growl 1. Alright, so open up a new instrument. Now we're going to use massive again, because that's my favorite one. We're just going to use a simple one for now. I'm going to grab a preset probably, and just mess with it a little bit. And do it on the wavetables too. So. This is, we need to fix this. Hold on. Change this to oscillator. Yeah, okay, so. And I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna do the double time now. Now I'm just gonna quantize it and quantize this. I think it's already quantized. Nope. I'm gonna edit this a little bit. Yeah. And what we're gonna do is yeah, and I'm just gonna turn this down. It's gonna be under growl 2, and then we're just gonna make another growl preset. So this is gonna be I'm just gonna quantize all this. And we're just gonna make this all growl too. Oh my god, like why is it not? Oh my gosh, come on. It's not that difficult. There. And these are both going to come down in volume significantly. yeah, and we're just gonna edit out some frequencies here, so. And that is going to be only applied to this. Hold on. We're just gonna Alt drag and then Alt. And don't Alt drag, just drag this in there. I don't know why that changed, but I'm just gonna. And these are just going to be really low in volume. They're just kind of background. See? They had a little bit of a liquidy sound to it, so. And now we're going to add a sub bass. And just drag that under all of it. Keep it in the group. And then just. And then we're going to add another growl. This is going to be kind of a shot growl. So, add another bass. Use another preset. Turn this up to 12. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. And just copy that, get that down, group. and then you can just drag that out of the way, drag that out of the way. Yeah, I like it. I'm just gonna edit this pitch here. Never mind. And I'm just gonna drag this over here, make another little melody. Take the LFO off so we can hear it. Take off the vibrato there. Bring it back down to 0. That sounded better. Yeah, and then I'm just going to copy this down here. Oh, this still goes on here. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy these and paste them over there. Just gonna bring that down there. And we're gonna do another melody here. Here, we're gonna just drag this one over here and edit it. Sounds good. Yeah. Yep. And then just, of course, edit it again. Drag this down. basically copy this again. Something's wrong. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to add a little sine lead. In massive here. And we're basically just going to do a few squares. Bring it up a few octaves. It's going to be a triangle. Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. So, and we're going to add a ring shifter to it. So. Yeah, and so then just quantize it all. Shorten notes so that they're separated. Yeah, and that's what we'll do. And then just bring it all up 2 octaves. Turn it loud. Add a ring shifter, which is a big part to this. So. No, just bring it down another. And then add a camel crusher for distortion. Add some white noise and massive, or bright noise, like I usually like to use. And then just bring this back in and edit a little bit. And it'll just be. Yeah, that sounds good. So we have a pretty basic, how long have we been going? Almost an hour. We're just going to go ahead and make this a really nice, long video, and we're going to, we're going to just go ahead and just fill out a whole drop. So we're going to add next to some backgrounds. So yeah, what we're going to add next, we're just going to group this, and we're going to start BG, which is background. But first we're going to add a saw to the beginning of the drop. Oh, and also turn the LFO back on this, so, and bring this out to the full thing, so. I'm just going to pause real quick. Alright, what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring down the volume of all our tracks so that we can we can mix quietly. Basically, what's going on right now is we're doing what's called clipping. We're clipping by 5 decibels, so we're going to want to change that. So first we're going to go into our kick. That track is clipping, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, a little trick I learned from Skepsis, we're going to add a bit crusher. Just going to... Right about there is where we started to get distortion. And now I'm just going to add a limiter. We're getting way too distorted, so I'm just going to take off this limiter and just bring down the volume. And bring down the volume of our snare. So we're just going to want to match. On this we're just going to add an EQ and bring down the gain. And we're just going to bring down the volume of each of these sums. Still more. So I'm just going to bring down the volume each by 3 decibels. So to negative 2.7. So now we are no longer clipping, but I have brought up the volume on my speakers quite a lot, so you might want to turn up your volume too. I don't think we ever added sidechain here. We need to add sidechain. Tool, and just bring it back, and then add sidechain here. I believe we also forgot it there. And then also we forgot it here. Hold on, let me just go into my tracks here, and then let's go from there to there is just boom. There we go. Bring up the snare a little bit. And now we're going to add some saws and background. So just close all these. Won't need them for a while. and then just open up a new instance of an instrument, and I'm just going to use Massive again because I have a really good saw preset in Massive. This is just going to be Logic and an iMassive. That's all we're really going to use, and the Camel Crusher and the Fab Filter too. Where is it? My clean saw, or no, detune saw. So that's, let me get my phone off of there. But that's really loud. That's a jazz chord. There we go. Alright, so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there, quantize it. I always get it wrong. I look back on my videos and I always get it wrong. It's time quantize, or quantizing, not quantizing. I don't know what quantizing is. I just take this and do a pitch a benda. There we go. And put this here up to 0 and bring this down. So. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to go into the EQ, and instead of just, we're going to go into the fourth envelope, and instead of just adding a ton of reverb, turn up the release. So. And then go into and add sidechain. Dubstep sidechain, pull it back. And now just duplicate that and turn it to the clean saw. No, clean saw. And just turn down the clean saw. And then just group them. Take out the lower octave on the clean saw. And now we're just going to want to go in here and just do oh my gosh, just work with me. Just work with me, please. And there, so. Now just make this. Actually, no, and then just do volume automation up to. Nope. Get out of here. I don't want automation on you. Alright. Yeah, I like it. We have our saws there, so we're just gonna call that saws. Can't spell. There we go. Bring that, and then the background is there. And now we're just gonna add some plugs and such. We're gonna add a plug and an arpeggiator. We're gonna do it all in Massive because Massive is the best. Turn the wavetable all the way to square. Turn on bend plus minus. Turn it to about there. Turn these off. Won't be needing them. Turn the fourth envelope to like that. Turn the decay down. Turn the volume down. Yeah, add some reverb. Add a delay. Oh gosh, I can't. I had to remember that for the VIP. Okay, a little jam session there. Yeah, okay. Let's just add this pluck there, so. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that there, just use this one, quantize it, and then. Ooh, that was wrong. Let's drag these out. And so, what I'm going to do, just for some variation, we'll do it in a minute, we're still working on the background. So, and now I'm going to add another one, just going to duplicate this, and then turn this all the way that way. Yeah, there we go. So. Oh my, that must be so bad. I quantize it. Oh, undo. 30-second no. Ooh, no, that is even worse. Yeah, let me just write that out. So, empty MIDI. And the last two. And then again, everyone on there, bring it up, and everyone on there, bring it up there. So yeah. And then just spread it all the way out, because that kind of spreads it. You want it just loud enough so that you can't really hear what the rest of the mix. It's just kind of there creating frequency information. So a good trick is open up an EQ here and then open up an EQ on the output. And so and then boost in the places where the output is lacking. Yeah, kind of like that. So now it's covering up all that frequency. It's too loud. All right, and now that's good. That sounds good. And then sidechain this, because we don't want to kick and snare. That doesn't make sense. And we don't want too much of a sidechain there, so. Alrighty. Lastly, what we're going to want to do to fill up this drop is we're going to want to add like a cheering crowd. So I'm just going to type in, I have this one preset world rugby crowd that I always use. I'm just going to drag it in there. Just cut there, and then just use that over and over again. Loop it, so. Oh, what was that? Stop, why did Logic move over? And seriously bring the volume down and cut anything that's not really trying. Because that's all we want. And sidechain it. Want a big sidechain there. So. But not a heavy sidechain, so bring this up. And then you can just copy and paste that and then edit the solo. Sorry about that, that's my phone. And then just bring that back. Bring that there. Bring that over here. Just copy all of this and drag it down. And oh gosh. And so copy that and then cut out the bottom octave. So just gonna pause for a sec. We're back. So we have a pretty solid drop here. So what we're gonna do now is we're just going to bring down this output. How long we've been going. Alright, so we have some time for mastering. Or what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to bring this up to about there. And just end it there. And I'm going to bounce it. So bounce as wave. And I'm just going to bounce it as drop for tutorial. There we go. That's got to bounce out. And we're going to bring it back in for a master. Alright, now that we've bounced it out, we're just going to go into our desktop, and I'm going to grab that track and bring it in there. And we're just going to mute all our other tracks and listen to what that sounds like. What we're going to do, we're going to bring our output back up to 0 decibels. And so what we're going to want to do is we're just going to want to master it and bring it up to where it can be at about this level with my speakers. Or maybe since I'm wearing headphones, it'll be about there. Everything's louder through my speakers. Alright, so what we're going to want to do first is we're going to want to open up Isotope. And I have the Isotope Extended, or the Pro, whatever the more expensive one is, and the regular one, but I like the Pro because it separates each into a different plugin. So I'm going to open up first the Imager. So we're going to want to bring our bass almost to mono. And now right here, bring down the width a little bit, tighten it up here. This one, right about there. And the treble, we're definitely going to want to boost the width on, so. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into, is it picking up my, what I'm saying? Oh, I think all the audio tracks, I think this is, yeah. There, it shouldn't be picking up what I'm saying now. Now we're going to go into the exciter, the harmonic exciter, bring up the bass just a little bit, about 1.3, bring that to about 0.7, 0.8, and up to about 1.2. That works for almost every song. And now the equalizer. And we're going to do a left and right, but just a very, very slight left and right. Left and then right. A little bit of a boost in the bass. Then. Yeah, that's good. And now we're going to go into finally the dynamics, and I always put on, I'm not very good with dynamics, and I will learn eventually, but for right now I'm just going to put on a gentle thickening agent, because that always seems to work well. And now finally, we're going to go into the master. We're going to add a FabFilter Pro Q2. We're going to open that up. Cut there. Boost all in the treble. And then just have a low cut there at 96 decibels per octave. Cut it about. and that's going to get out all those unhelpful frequencies that SoundCloud is going to muddle with its weird compression. So cut there. Now another cut, 96 decibels per octave. Right about 20 hertz is where we're going to want to cut. And then another small cut here, another small cut here. Now, finally, we're going to want to add a channel EQ. And we're going to want to bring it up until this says about 0 decibels. Alright, that's like right on the money there. Now I'm going to add a isotope maximizer. I'm going to put it on IRC3, intersample detection on, stereo link at about halfway. And this is fast. And we're going to want to bring this up to about 4.5. And finally, for the added loudness, we're going to use Logic X's adaptive limiter. At about, yeah, this will do. 3 will do. And we're going to want to bring it down to about like 1.7. I like it. It sounds really good, actually. Yeah, and finally, I forgot one thing. We're gonna want to add a Ozone 5 reverb, just a little bit. I didn't add any reverb during this. I held back, but we're just gonna add a little bit of reverb right around here. We're gonna make it room. We're gonna bring it up to about 30%, the wet up to about 30%, and the decay time down, the width up. So. Scratch that 30%, 15%. Yeah, that sounds actually really good. So thank you for watching. A lot of people have been wanting me to do this tutorial for a long time. And I hope this was very helpful to you. I'll be uploading this probably tomorrow, even though it doesn't really matter for you. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.
Oh my God.